Hi, good morning dear students. In the previous class, we have been discussing about a lesson called a different kind of school. Before going to start this lesson, I would like to remind you where we stopped. Here, in the last class, we have been we have stopped here. Ninth paragraph we have been completed. Let us begin the 10th paragraph. There is no misery about it, Miss Beam continued. Everyone is very kind. Here misery means difficult. Means no difficult. Everyone is very kind and it is really something of a game. Miss Beam told that every child is very different and it is a kind of game. Before the day is over, though even the most thoughtless child realizes what misfortune is. Thoughtless means not caring, means careless child. Before the day is over, even thoughtless child is also realized that what a bad condition it is. Misfortune means bad. Next one. The blind day is, of course, really the worst. But some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most difficult. Here, the blind day is, of course, really the worst. But according to some children, the dumb day is the most difficult. We cannot bandage the children's mouths, so they really have to exercise their will power. Come into the garden and see for yourself how the children feel about it. Usually, they did not bandage anything to their mouths, but they have to exercise their willpower. Everybody come towards the garden and examine themselves and feel about it. See, according to some children in this paragraph, the narrator told that dumb day is the most difficult one. Next, Miss Beam led me to one of the bandaged girls. Here is a gentleman come to talk to you, said Miss Beam, and left us. Miss Beam told that she introduced to a narrator to a bandaged girls. Don't you ever peep? I asked the girl. Here, the narrator asked to the girl, don't you ever mean to escape from a blindness? Then the girl replied, oh no, she exclaimed, that would be cheating. If the girl is trying from the blindness, it would be cheating. This reply is given by the girl. But I had no idea it was so awful to blind. You can't see a thing. You feel you are going to be hit by something every moment. It is such a relief just to sit down. Here the poet tells that he does not have any idea about to be blind. But you can't see anything. At the same time, you are feeling that somebody is coming towards you and to be hit by something every moment. So that it is very easy to get relief to sit down. Are you helpers kind to you? I asked. The narrator told that do you have any helper to you for support you? Then they replied, fairly, but they are not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. Those that have been blind already are the best helpers. It is perfectly ghastly not to see. I wish you would try. Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. She replied, of course, they are the helpers, but they do not as careful how we are thinking about ourselves. So that they have also the experience of blindness. So that it is perfectly ghastly to see. I wish you would try. Ghastly means terrible. It is perfectly to see somebody very difficult, very terrible. Then the narrator asked, shall I lead you anywhere? Here the narrator asked to the girl, shall I help you? What do you want? Can you help you? So in such words are used by the narrator. Then let us move on to the next paragraph. Then the girl replied, oh yes, she said, let us go for a little walk. Then she replied that, let us go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today is over. She said, you have to tell something. Only I am looking forward to complete today's day, because she is in the blindness. The other bad days can't be half as bad as having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost fun. Here, having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost fun. Crutch means very difficult to walk with the support of a long stick to start walk. That is called crutch. Then, because you can't eat without help, she said, you can't eat without help. And things like that, I don't think I will mind being deaf for a day, at least not much. She said, not difficult to be deaf, but being blind is so frightening. The girl said that, not difficult to be deaf, but being blind is so frightening. Frightening means terrible. Feeling causing about fearness about something, that is called frightening. Then she said, my head aches all the time just from worrying that I will get hurt. She said that all the time she feels very bad when she is in the mood of blind. Next, where are we now? She said, where are you now? In the playground, I said. The narrator told that we are in the playground. We are walking towards the house. He said, he continued and tell, we are walking towards the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. What is the girl wearing? My little friend asked. Her little friend asked to her, what is the girl wearing? A blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. You can see her girl. I think it is Millie, she said. She said that it may be Millie. What color is her hair? Very light, I said. The narrator said, very light. Yes, that is Millie. She is the head girl. Then she replied, that is Millie. She is the head girl. There is an old man tying up roses, I said. The narrator told, beside the garden, there is an old man. He was tying up roses. Here you can see the image of old man. He was tying up roses. Okay, let us move on to the next one. Yes, that is Peter. He is the gardener. He is 100 years old. She said, yes, that is Peter. When the narrator told to her, there is an old man tying up roses, then she replied that, yes, that is Peter. He is the gardener. He is 100 years of old. She replied that he is the gardener. He is 100 years of old. And here comes a girl with curly red hair. She is on crutches. That is Anita. She said. Then she said that. And here comes a girl. Her name is Anita. Here you can see the image of Anita. And this is the image of, a blind girl. Let us move on to the next one. And so we walked on gradually, means slowly. I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful. Thoughtful means very caring than I ever thought I could be. I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Beam that I was very sorry to go. And he replied that actually the narrator didn't think this much about the school. But when he came to know, he realized that what kind of activities are held in the school. So that finally he felt that he was not ready to leave the school. Then the narrator told Miss Beam that I was very sorry to go, and he was ready to go out from the school. She replied, then there is something in my system after all. Then Miss Beam replied, then there is something in my system for after. This is our system. We have to follow each and every regulations of the school that would be helpful to the children. So that finally the narrator tells that the practical experience of the children give a most helpful to the society. That is why in the first class I told you what are the values of the school. First one, thoughtfulness. Second one, kindness to others. Third one, being responsible person. So that all these things, by doing activities, we have to learn. So that is the strong request of the author by E.V. Lucas, abridged and simplified version. Dear students, in today's class, we have completed the whole lesson. That is a different kind of school. If you have any doubts, you can ask. I will stop here. In the next class, I will be coming with exercise part of this lesson. Thank you for watching. Thank you.